Oh, yo, what's up, YouTube? I didn't even hear you guys there. My bad. Give me 1 second. Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is Ben here, back again with another video. And as you guys can tell by the title, I'll be talking about what it's like to be working at Apple retail. I'll be talking about things like what you guys can expect from daily tasks, what I've learned so far, how it's helped me in my personal development, in my career, in my life so far. I'm not going to go into specifics in regards to the pay, the benefits, and stuff like that. I'm still working there, so I'm not allowed to disclose that information. But I can talk about my experience so far, what I think about it, and also I'll be talking about my personal recommendations on whether or not you guys should consider working there as well. This video is mainly geared towards the people who are interested in possibly working at Apple one day or possibly applying there. So one more thing before we get into the video, I just wanted to mention my older video that I created about my whole interview process with Apple. I made a video that documents the entire process. If you guys are interested in that, be sure to look into the description and click on that first link and check out that video. Now, if you guys found any value throughout this entire video, be sure to drop me a like. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I upload videos about business, my career, and IT stuff, or random videos in general. So be sure to subscribe. We're almost at 4K subscribers. I'd love to have you guys join the family. So if you guys have been following the channel, it's been about a month since I started working at Apple. And in the retail stores, my job is a specialist. So within the Apple Store, there are multiple different roles. Not everyone knows how to fix your phone. Not everyone can sell you a phone. There's a bunch of different roles within one Apple Store. For example, there's going to be the Genius Bar, the technical specialist within that bar, technical experts, and then the Genius themselves. Then you have the Genius admin. There's a bunch of roles within each of the different sections within an Apple Store. Then there's the sales side, which I'm going to be in. That includes the specialist, the experts, and stuff like that. And then you also have the management side of things. And then also you have the creative side. Those are the people who are doing the presentations or the Today at Apple sessions. So what do I do as a specialist on a day-to-day basis? Now I'm going to go ahead and put up the job description of a specialist of my position. You guys can go ahead and pause the video and read that. But I'm basically going to talk about, a basic overview of what I do. So pretty much what I do is once you step in the Apple Store, someone is going to be approaching you and asking you what brings you in, asking you why you're there. And that's pretty much what I do. I approach customers, I ask them what they're looking for. And if they don't know what they're looking for, it's my job to go ahead and ask them questions and sort of figure out what kind of needs they have, what are their interests, and stuff like that in order to better suit and better recommend an Apple product to them. So this includes things like me having to sell any of the hero products, whether it be an iMac, MacBook, iPhone, iPad, watch, or it could just be me selling, some accessories, or it could just be me answering some questions that they have. Like it just a huge range of different things that a specialist does that isn't really in the job description. We're pretty much, as a specialist, we're pretty much the Swiss Army knife of the stores. We're pretty versatile. We can help them. We can help the customer with most of their needs outside of repairing a phone. Other than that, everything else is pretty much our game. So now that we have a basic understanding of what specialists do on a day-to-day basis, I just want to talk about the main reasons why I actually wanted to start working for Apple. If you guys already checked out my older videos, you guys would see that I'm starting to try and get more experience within the technology industry. Now I know being an Apple specialist isn't really part of the technology industry. You're more of a retail person, but within Apple there is opportunities for you to branch into the technical side, become a technical specialist or a genius or anything like that. So you do have that opportunity. So that was one of the reasons why I was interested in working for Apple, was possibly branching into the technical side. Another reason that really ended up doing me good was that since I was placed as a specialist, I'm constantly talking to customers. I'm constantly approaching strangers. I'm constantly trying to strike up conversations and asking them questions and things like that. And if you guys don't know, before I started working for Apple, I actually owned an online business. And within this online business, I would not really talk to any other humans. I would just be inside the house right here, doing some business, researching online, um, just doing random management tasks that would not really involve human interaction. So, as you guys can probably determine, being stuck inside your house and doing all of your work inside your house, over time, it takes a toll on your social skills, your social level, just things like that. So, another main reason why I'm happy being a specialist or starting out as a specialist was because so I can start getting better at social interactions. I know that sounds so basic, but as a person who was and still is an introvert, it was really hard for me to just approach people and just ask them questions. It seems really basic, but being a specialist has really helped me out. It has helped me become a better communicator, become a more outgoing person, a more sociable person. And also, it has boosted my confidence because with more social interaction situations and experience, you're going to become more and more confident. That's just how you gain confidence and how you gain better social skills. Another one is being able to sell items. I know Apple products really sell themselves, but I wanted to learn sort of that psychology when it comes to selling because I possibly could bring that over into my own business, into my own future endeavors. These things that I'm learning at Apple can always be used in future endeavors, whether it's a business or even another job. So that's something that I really appreciated at Apple, and I saw early in the job that these skills that I'm learning right now would definitely help me out in the future. And that's actually probably the biggest reason why I really enjoy working at Apple, aside from the paycheck. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was the work environment, what it's like to actually work physically in Apple. So the first thing that you notice when you start working for Apple is that your coworkers, your peers, your team members are really helpful. They're extremely welcoming. They're always there to answer questions if you have any. They're encouraging. It's just a bunch of positive vibes. I know that sounds kind of corny, but at least in my experience so far and at my location, everything has been really good. Coming from the training to actually stepping into the store and getting some work done by myself, it's been it's been an extremely smooth and welcoming process that has really helped me get onto a good start at Apple. So going off of the positive vibes, the thing that I noticed about my coworkers is that a lot of them have different passions outside of just working at Apple. I know my older jobs, the past jobs I've had, people are just clocking in, going back home, and then chilling until their next shift comes. They work the next day or something like that. What I've seen with Apple employees is that people have passions. Like my coworkers have a bunch of side hustles, a bunch of other passion projects that they do. I know one of the guys has a clothing company that they do. Some of the people are part of a band or start of performing arts and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. Another cool thing about the coworkers is that it is extremely diverse. You're gonna have people at different ages, different cultural backgrounds, different walks of life, whether it be someone who used to work for the government who now works at Apple, someone who's coming out of college or still in college who works at Apple. Just different types of different walks of life and all coming together. Selling wise, there's really no there's really no pressure to sell. Obviously it's a retail job, so they want you to sell items as much as possible, but it's not their main goal to push and to sell items to customers and just try to get some money. As a specialist so far, in what I've experienced, there's really no pressure to sell. At the end of the day, it is still a business and it is still a retail position, so they do want you to sell, but it's not like the first thing that they want you to do. They want you to establish a connection with the customer, really get to the customer's roots, you know, find out what their interests are, find out what their needs are, stuff like that. The first thing they want you to do is not sell. They want you to make a connection first, establish a connection, and then sort of curate a solution for the customer. And if the customer approves of that solution, we'll go ahead and either go ahead and process that transaction, or come in another day and think about it. As you guys can tell so far in the video, working at Apple is really, really chill. I really enjoy working there so far after 1 month. The only thing that I had to get used to when I first started was the fact that because I was a huge introvert and I didn't have much experience working with so much social interaction, after all the shifts, I would be mentally drained and I would be really tired. But that's only because I was a huge introvert. So if you guys are also introverts, just be ready to expect to be a little tired when you're first starting off. But now that it's been a month, after a few weeks, after about like 2 weeks, I was already used to it, and my confidence level and stuff like that have been increased drastically, and my social skills have improved as well. My ability to carry a conversation. I know it sounds really basic, guys, but working at Apple has really helped me out so far. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That pretty much concludes this video. If you guys have any questions or if I missed anything, feel free to ask me a question in the comments below. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video and found some value, be sure to drop me a like. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you guys join the family. Like I said before, my name is Ben. I talk about business, IT, and my life in college and stuff like that. I make videos here and there. So be sure to subscribe. We're almost at 4K subscribers. Please join the family. With that being said, man, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm out, guys. Peace.